Welcome to the final episode of Season 4. Season 5 will most likely be the last season, even if we do win a championship in this season. But Season 4, ready to rock and roll. 14-2 on the year. The 5th seed Michigan Wolverines, the 10th seed Miami Hurricanes. And it begins in just a few minutes. Michigan football. Blue on blue for Michigan. Regular away jerseys for Miami. I will see you guys at halftime of the biggest game of the season. This is the national championship game.
Welcome everyone to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality. A moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And they stop him at the 11, not good field position to start the drive. So the Hurricanes offense starts in less than ideal field position off that poor return. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out. Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
Caught over the middle. It's Carr. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds an open target on the left side. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Here's the second down play. Dropping back. It's Bargava. Receiver makes the grab. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He knocks this one right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Michigan's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. first down here for this offense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. The game makes it second and medium. Trying to find room. It's Marshall. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Okay, it's third down after that run. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. QB decides to keep it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They're going to run it here. And that run produces a decent gain. Now it's third and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Can he make it to the marker? Got space, looking to score. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And the single back takes the handoff. Great cut there. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Bargava. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Looking for a gap, it's Brown. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll feed the back again. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab behind the line, it's Brown. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Canes will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Running it back, it's Stewart. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. When everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football, this offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep shot caught out of the 15. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The Wolverines will try to keep this drive moving.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snags a quick throw. The game picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 37. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fights through a tackle. The game makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? It's a quick grab. They pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that.
And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the interception taken to the house. A big six. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. And the Wolverines looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And a sophomore making an impact play.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after it.
Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And he knocks that one right through. And that will tie the game here. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner looking to create better field position. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. The pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's got his man open downfield. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. To throw, it's Bargava. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Figueroa. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from him. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarter.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now they kick up to see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Returner looking to make a play here. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On the run, it's Brown. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else
End of half number one. Michigan leads by 7 over the Miami Hurricanes. 17-10. Kevin Gallipo, 8 of 14, 132 yards, a touchdown, and 1 interception. It was returned for a touchdown. It stands as Miami's only touchdown so far. Gabe Franco, 10 for 63 and a score. And receiving, it was Frederick Davis, 1 for the 31-yard touchdown reception there at the end of the half. So, Michigan leads at halftime. But it's time to start the second half. Michigan gets it first. Let's see who can win in today's game.
Eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake.
The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Tackle, but first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. That run moves the ball across the 35. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Can he get there on the ground? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And he just runs out of bounds short of the marker. Did he lose track of the line to make? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. A solid run, good for first down yardage. Scanning the field, it's Spargava. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. Now it's second down here. And the tailback's got it again. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And the wideout goes in motion. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Running back grabs it on a screen. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
A running play called on fourth down. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Figueroa. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. Here's a 1st and 10 play. They'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Now play number 9 on this drive. Tailback takes the handoff again. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Figueroa. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving, but there's still a lot of work here on 3rd down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go on 4th down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, they roll the dice and go for it here on 4th down, late in the game with the lead, and they get it. Good job by the offensive line. The running back knew exactly where to go, and this one may be out of reach.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Hand off to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is third down. What do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
Less than a yard to go here on fourth down. The offense is going to go for it. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal. First and goal. Late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parr. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Dropping back, it's Bargava. He's running out of time here. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
And it's broken up there. Great play on 4th down stop. First and goal here for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. The tackle is made.
Michigan defeats Miami, and we bring home the first national championship since 2023.
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the third downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are
by a score of 24-13.
And today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects.
Miami did not get an offensive touchdown today. Got close. That knows to go.
College football. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
As we watch the celebration, hear from the fans,
and national champions,
from the players, from Coach Moore. Gave Franco 21 for 100 and a touchdown. The senior goes out a champion. Next season will be our last season of the college football dynasty. The Wolverines celebrate their national championship today. A 24-13 victory over Miami. Kevin Galipo ends the game 13-19, 172 for a touchdown and a pick. Rushing, Gabe Franco 21 for 100 and a touchdown. Jordan Marshall 18 for 52 and a score. And then the touchdown on the receiving side was with Frederick Davis, 31-yard touchdown was at the end of the half. One pick today. David Coffey picked it all. No touchdowns on the defensive side. And kicking, Michigan was good from 40 yards today. Jamie Savage, the one field goal for the Wolverines. Michigan, I don't think punted. They did not punt today. Everett Merritt had 2 kick returns. Stewart only had 1 punt return. For Miami, Bargava went 12 of 17, 107 with a pick. While on the ground, Isaac Brown 7 for 65. And there's the receiving stats. Their 1 touchdown was an 80-yard pick 6 by Robbie Washington. Kicking, they made both their field goals along the 37. Michigan defeats Miami for a national championship 24-13. So the Wolverines go home to Ann Arbor champions again. There we go. Hail, hail to Michigan, the champions of college football once again. National champions. Good to see that screen. 15-2 national champions and the Michigan Wolverines come into today. And we end the season number 1 in the country. Devon Baxter, defensive player of the week. Bronco, offensive player of the week. Offseason's going to feel a lot better now that Michigan is national champs. Look at the staff moves. Head coaches that were hired. Wisconsin's head coach went to the NFL. Lots of coaches were fired this year. Iowa State, Jacksonville State, and USF all hired new coaches, teams that finished in the top 10. So, Michigan, the final top 25 looks like this. Michigan, Miami, Oregon, Washington State, Iowa State, Jacksonville State, Auburn, Georgia, USF, Tulane, Clemson, Nebraska, Cal, USC, Iowa, Baylor, Cincinnati, Notre Dame, Pittsburgh, Boise State, UAB, Texas A&M, Liberty, UNLV, and Stanford. The final top 25. One last look at the bracket for college football's 2027 playoff. We took down Nebraska in round 1, 47-31. Took down USF, 38-14 in round 2. Round 3, 24-21, much closer football game, but a lot more of a blowout than it really looked. Remember, we were up 24-14 for most of that second half. Scored a garbage time touchdown, Jacksonville State did. And then we took down Miami, 24-13. And Michigan is your national champs in 2027 this year. But as we roll through the off-season a little bit, do recruiting and stuff, in the next episode, the off-season video for season number 5. Players leaving from Michigan. Gabe Franco's going to the draft. Makachiu. We're going to use a persuasion. It did not work. Use another persuasion. It didn't work, obviously. But a lot of guys going. Not a lot of people leaving this team. Michigan is not losing a ton.
Hey, but it's 3rd and 16. You saw how he was playing that. Coming after him. Oh my goodness, he throws it away. 4th and 16 at the 7.
Draft results for the University of Michigan. Franco and Chiu both went in the first round. Round 4 was where Blake Frazier went. And Livingston went in the 6th round. Just kind of a heads up here look at our roster going into season number 5, the final season of this series. The final look at our championship roster. Kevin Gallipo, senior season next year, as well as Jaden Davis. That's going to be a good battle to watch all off season. I think that it's going to be Gallipo again. But that'll do it for the national championship episode. Thank you for watching. Go Blue! Michigan wins another national championship here today as the Wolverines are your 2027 national champions. Thanks for watching. Hope you did enjoy. We'll see you for the start of season number 5 when we do off season next episode. Thanks for watching.